every single one of you, if you are an author, to apply today. Submit your free article with the chance to be selected as our top 50 authors in our 5th annual Author All Stars dinner. Listen, it's going to be big this year. So I'm going to go ahead and play this commercial, and then we'll get started with today's training. Let's go. Attention authors, if you are ready to take your book, brand, and business to the next level, this is your moment. I'm inviting you to apply to be featured in our annual Author All Stars magazine, a prestigious platform that highlights powerful authors just like you.
Take a break of all the negativity and everything on social media telling you who you're supposed to be, or you're thinking who you're supposed to be, and just look back at what God wants you to be and follow that. Thank you so much.
Are you an author and you want to be recognized?
You don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to get started to be great.
Spots are limited. You must apply. So hurry up and apply before it is gone. Let's make your name legendary in the literary world. Go to authorallstarsmagazine.com. authorallstarsmagazine.com. All right. So yay. Let's give it up for Author All Stars. I'm so excited about the magazine and everybody that's going to be a part of it. Y'all, we have been talking to some really, really amazing men and women authors from all over the country. And I promise you, you don't want to miss it. And so get your tickets today. And all you got to get your ticket, we'll send you the details right now. We're not even selling tickets. The only people that we're selling tickets to are those who actually get selected to be one of our top 50. So to submit your article, all you got to do is go to Author All Stars Magazine. Stars is plural. So Author All Stars magazine.com. Well, let's go ahead and get into today's training. If y'all can hear me loud and clear, go ahead and put your city and state in the chat. Today, we're going to be teaching and talking about HighLevel and Skool. So how to connect HighLevel and Skool. And so I do want to kind of go over for you guys, like, you know, what, like both of the platforms, right? So just because I think it's important. Hold on, y'all. Connecting HighLevel to Skool. I want you guys to understand like why I use both of the tools, right? Because first of all, HighLevel is a tool that actually has a community built into the platform. So a lot of people might say, well, why would I use Skool if HighLevel already has the community-based platform, which absolutely makes sense. And honestly, for right now, even though there's so many people that are using HighLevel, one of the things that they do not provide in the HighLevel community is a way to connect to other people's communities, right? And be able to see other communities. And so that's why right now I like Skool. And so, yes, it does require a little bit more of an investment into your business. And so shout out to Nishika Melton. Hey, Mary. Hello, Sharon. And so it does require a little bit more of an investment if you are going to be following what we're teaching for the 90-day blitz, which I believe everybody should be working on a community. We'll be honest, y'all. Right now, and this is actually something I have been talking about for a while before anybody really started bringing this up. Community-based businesses are really what's thriving from community and then also experiences. People are over just logging in to a course-based program where I can log into the course and take all the videos. A lot of people are coursed out. And so one thing I will say though, with Skool, you're still able to have the communities and all of that. So first things first, what I'm going to do, and shout out to everybody if you're watching us on Instagram, watching us on Facebook, watching us on LinkedIn, or you're like our community members watching directly in the community, right? I want to first show you Skool and why I am loving Skool. We recently launched our community, Book Profits Club, in the Skool community. It says I created this in June, right? In June, but we really started pushing this. Well, actually, I did not create this in June. I created this community in July, y'all. And in a matter of 30 days or little give or take, couple days, Our community is now 210 members strong. Every single day, I have a focus to grow the community, and we're going to start working on this more intentively or intentionally. Is growing the community by 5 people per day. And so I'm going to show you what the community looks like and why I believe it's great. Now, the only thing is that it's not a CRM. It's not going to allow you to do all the things that you're going to want to have, which the reason why you have HighLevel. So this is going to be kind of like this is going to be a part of your main offer, right? So Skool, for every single one of you guys, you want to be thinking about like, what kind of a movement could I build? What kind of a group organization? So for example, we're Book Profits Club. We say BPC family. That's how we talk. Hey, BPC, what's going on? We're a community of speakers, coaches, leaders who leverage their books to build business, right? And so what I love about this is that it allows us to be in connection. Now, before we had Skool, I've always been building community. Okay, so before Skool even came out, let me just show you, we already had another community that we were building, and it was here on Facebook, right? But the challenge with the Facebook community, you see, we have over 5,000 members here. We post a lot of pictures. You see, if you go in here, you'll be able to see pictures from previous events and conferences and workshops. Look, this is Author All Stars last year. So you can see pictures and everything. The biggest challenge that we had with these particular Facebook groups, which I loved Facebook groups, right? I loved Facebook groups, number one, because people are already on Facebook. But number two, it allows you to be able to kind of control what you're putting into the group, right? But the challenge with that is that you're not really able to be in fully control of how you connect with your group. And so that's why creating something like Skool was powerful. Now, I'm going to be honest, we actually already built a community in HighLevel automatically without us even trying. Like we had a community in HighLevel that was being built already as well. Many of you guys were in there. I didn't even know. I didn't even know the community was built because HighLevel would create new features like every day. And y'all were in there talking and connecting. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? And then all of a sudden I see Skool. And so the reason why I absolutely like Skool though is because again, and it's not because the Skool community is different than HighLevel's community. I haven't really played in the HighLevel community in a minute. It's been a minute. So I'm just going to be transparent. You never know, down the line, we may just convert our entire community back over to HighLevel, right? But for right now, just based on what I am seeing, Skool is dope. And the reason ultimately why is because you are able to connect with other Skool community members that are in other groups that have things in common. So, for example, if you go to my profile, right, on Skool, this is my profile, you're able to see the other communities that I am in. As you can see, I'm in Inga Nicole's Get Grants Daily community. I'm also in the Sell Your Signature Offer, and this is by Dakisha C. Williams. And then you see I'm in the Schoolers community. I'm in a community builders community and future proof community, right? So I am able to see based on if I click on someone's profile, what other communities they're in. Why that is powerful is because we literally have members that have been joining our community because they're connected to other members who see the community through their connections. Does that make sense, everyone? And so that's the ultimate reason why I like Skool. I'm just being transparent, right? I have not had enough time to really play, and I'm going to play back into the features with HighLevel. But for now, that's the ultimate thing, right? Now, the second thing is also in the Skool community, I'm going to go over here to Book Profits Club. I'm going to go to settings. I'm able to connect with a lot of other things, right? So right here under plugins, you're going to see, for example, member questions. Now, you do not have to be a pro member in order to have these member questions. If anybody knows, when I was teaching you guys to build your Facebook group community, like, listen, this is what's crazy, y'all. Who been following me? Oh, y'all not seeing my screen. Lord Jesus. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. Oh Lord, y'all. Let me go back over here so I can show y'all real quick what I said, y'all. So, anyways, okay. So first of all, this is the school community. Oh my gracious. I done did all that. Okay, well, listen, we can't start over. I ain't gonna start it over. But I'm gonna get into this. So hopefully it was making sense. So I'm not gonna go through the whole explanation, but this is what Skool looks like. And I love it again because, like, if I go to my profile right here, I can see the other communities that I'm in. Now, I will tell you another thing too. Let's say somebody requests to join your community and you see they're like like I've literally had people that are in like 100 communities on Skool request to join me. A lot of the times when someone does request to join me and they're in that many groups, I don't really look at this person as someone I want in the community, to be quite transparent, because 9 times out of 10 they join in all these communities to spam all your people. So but also what's dope about Skool is it'll let you know when somebody has requested to join if this person has a high spam probability, right? So anyway, so you got your school community, but then as I was sharing, we've always had a Facebook group. So this is our Facebook group right here, y'all. We've been building this community for years. Look, over 5,000 members. And so building a community is not new. It's something we've always done. And I explained to you the reason why, like Facebook, why it was great to have, but also some of the disconnects. Well, now with having Skool, it is different. But the only thing is, you also must remember Skool is not a CRM. So you can't email your members every day. Matter of fact, I think if I try to go message the members right now, it's not going to let me. I'm going to just see test. We are live for high level training. Join us now for this training on how to connect your school to HighLevel. Okay. And so I'm going to try to send it. See, I can't send the email. I could have just tried it anyway. I can't send the email. It's telling me I have to wait for 31 hours. Well, how many of us know? Oh, y'all not seeing it right here. I'm trying to send a message. So when I send a message, I can also select right here to send email to all members. But if I click here, it's not going to allow me to do this. And so why? Because Skool is not a CRM. And so they don't want you necessarily contacting your list in the same way that you would a CRM. I can't text message my people in the school. I can't do any of that. But there's so many other cool things that you can do. For example, you could do gamification. If you really want to get people to engage in your community, you got to create incentives for them engaging. And so right here, you see we have Marshawn, Stevie, and AJ, who are in the past 30 days have been our top contributors. But I can go here and look to see who's been my top contributor in the past 7 days. AJ, Rashida, and Marshawn. And so I can say, listen, I can do gifts. I can also see, okay, I can also see like who is an all-time leader or just stuff like that, right? And so this is powerful because it allows you to really get people to engage. And so I love Skool. If there wasn't Skool, I would be using the Facebook group still. Now, the challenges that we used to have with the Facebook groups again is that you didn't really have full creative control. Also, if you want to be able to send, let's just say, an event or a calendar and stuff like that, maybe not everybody can see it. And also, you couldn't really regulate the cost. So, a lot of people used to build these Facebook groups. And let me see if y'all got any questions, right? If people are spammed this flag, we do not invite them in. I'm serious, especially if I don't know them. But one of the things too with the Facebook groups that versus like with utilizing Skool is that with the Facebook groups, you're able to also ask some preliminary questions. But in order for those questions to automatically be converted over, you would have to do some additional add-ins. And so like I love Facebook groups because again, it allows you to build community. And the truth is this, y'all, the reason why we want to build community, oh, that's what I was saying. The reason why we want to build community is because the more that people can get acclimated, get connected, they can dip their toe in the water, the more likely, guys, that they're going to want to actually work with you longer. Another thing I was sharing the other day, because we have taken time to build community, and when we make offers, I generally don't offer speaking opportunities to people outside the community. Unfortunately, I have been opening up the speaking up. And I say unfortunately for this reason, I've been opening up speaking opportunities to people outside the community because we don't have people in the community right now taking advantage of them. And as y'all know, y'all, sister is rebuilding. So we need everything that we can get, right? But I generally don't open up opportunities outside, right? I don't. And so it makes it powerful. Another thing, the reason why Facebook communities or Facebook groups are not as powerful is because, like, a lot of times what people would do is they would create these private Facebook groups, and you have to be a paid member to be have access to the group, right? But if someone stops paying, now you have to go manually remove them from the group and all type of things. The cool thing about Skool, or even with the HighLevel communities, is that you can automatically have the fees included. And if somebody does not pay, you don't have to worry about having to remove them. And you can create different tiers, you can create different access points, everything. So I am going to encourage everyone listening to the sound of my voice. If you have not already started working on building communities, you absolutely need to do that. Right now, that is the name of the game: communities and experiences. People want to be a part of something, okay? And every single one of you, if you know who your target audience is, you have a community that you can be building. And let me just also show you something else too. I'm going to go to Facebook, right? I'm going to go to Facebook, and I want to show you how, like, you can even literally look at like some of these like other communities that are built and create one based off of that, right? Like a Skool community, okay? Because titling your community is important too, how you title it. So, for example, let's just say I always like to use like an example of child abandonment. Why? Because maybe your target audience is adults who have trust issues because they were abandoned as a child by their parents. Okay? And so parents abandoned by their adult children. Ooh, that's another conversation. Look at that. Parents abandoned by their adult children, right? Advocate for, let me see. So abandonment child foundation absent father. Look, there's 1.2 thousand members in here and they post about 3 times a day. Um, let me see. And again, I'm just choosing this because the thing is we try to create these general groups and think that we can't get someone to join our groups. No, the more specific and targeted you are, that really makes it so that you can have certain conversations in there, people can relate to you more, et cetera, right? And so parent rejection and abandonment of their child. This actually looks like a great conversation that I don't really see a lot of people talking about, right? So, um, look, children without mothers, mothers without their babies, prayer chain. I mean, look at this: 22,000 members. 22,000 members. Parents versus Child Protective Services. Mothers of murdered children, unfortunately. And this says in Memphis. Maybe you are an advocate and you want to be able to help inspire people who have lost their children due to murder. But maybe, again, you could say, watch this. You could say, alcoholic. Oh, here we go. Alcoholic parents. Maybe you have parents where you got abandoned as a child because your parents were alcoholics, right? And so I'm just being very specific because, again, we don't need another women empowerment on the move group. No, you want to create a group that's specific to the target audience you serve. Look at this: adult children of alcoholics support. Do y'all see that? Adult children. You might be a whole adult and grew up in a household with alcoholics. Like I have that relatability. You went to the AA meetings, you went to the NA meetings, and you want to have some support. So maybe that's who your target audience is, and having that conversation, it niches it down. So, anyways, I'm not going to go into like what your group should be titled and all of that, but I'm just trying to give you some examples of niching it down. Does that make sense, everyone? Let me know in the chat. So now once you create your community, you're able to now start building it out. And so the way that I'm building out my community, matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all today. If y'all don't, would y'all like me to show you? If you would like me to show you, let me know in the chat by say, please show us. I'm going to show you an example of how I am building out my community right now, if you want to see. If you want to see how I'm building it out, I want you to just type it in the chat. And so I'm just going to be updating some details as well with this, but I'm going to show you today of what I'm doing to update my community. Just let me know if you would like me to show you that right now. I need enough people to say yes, and then I will show you. Now, we're going to be showing you guys how to connect it to your HighLevel system. And the reason we want to connect it to our HighLevel, which this is an image of HighLevel, is because we want to now be able to be in constant contact. So we have 210 members who have joined in the past 30 days of our community. However, every Monday we have a Monday night call and not everybody is joining. Why? Because they don't really know all of the things that are going on. And that's one of the challenges with with the school communities or Facebook groups or any groups, is it doesn't really give you like a full walkthrough, and knowing that like everybody's not going to figure it out on the first day. And so what I recommend is that when somebody joins into your community, you need to be having at least 30 days of emails going out to those new members, instructing them on what they need to be focused on. You need to guide them through the process. Okay, here's the first thing you need to know. Day 2, here's the next thing you need to know. Day 3, you might say on day 10, listen, engage. You done joined, and I don't know if we've seen you yet, right? Like, what's up? And so like I want to make sure that I'm creating communication in all ways, shapes, forms, and fashions to get that person engaged in the community, because people join. I mean, there are literally some people in these communities that they join a community every doggone day. So how they gonna remember? And I'm in some of these bigger communities. I don't get no contacts from them. Like I don't even know what's going on in the communities. Does that make sense, everyone? And so you want to make sure that when someone joins, they need to be added in to your CRM so they can start getting emails, text messages. Maybe you want to have it call them, all types of things. And so I'm gonna show you that. All right. Let me see. Okay, y'all want to know. Y'all say, show us. Okay, y'all want me to show you. Okay, great. So, first things first, let me just say this. I'm going to show you how to connect. I got to hurry up because I do got a call with AJ today at 1 o'clock. We got a call with AJ today at 1 o'clock. So, I'm going to show you first, though, like how to connect it. Okay. And then what that looks like once you connect it. And so in your school community, you actually have to have the pro access in order for this to work. That's the only thing. So that means that you're going to have to increase your investment. You can sign up with Skool and just sign up with the $9 a month, which is fine. And if you want to manually export out your members, you can. Because if I go here to the members, I'm able to click on members and I can export out my members. Now I have it to where it's going to send me an email to verify. I can export out the members. And when I do, I'm able to see the questions that I have created, where that means now I can use that and import it into my CRM. So that's one workaround where maybe once a week, you might go into your community and export out your contacts and then import them into your CRM. But you also have to make sure that you are asking the questions that you need so that you can do that. So let me show you here. So we're going to go to plugins and you're going to go to member questions. And as you can see, the 3 questions that I ask are, what is your cell phone number? Why do I want their cell phone number? Anybody know? Let me know in the chat. Then I ask, what is your email? One of the weird things, and so like in the other community that we were building up, like I had noticed this quickly as well, that when you export out the contacts, it does not always give you their email address. And I don't know if it's because maybe if they're already a member in Skool, it's not going to add it or something. But when I export out the spreadsheet, I'm not able to see everybody's email. So I only get 3 questions. And so the top 2 questions is, what's your cell phone and what's your email? But I want y'all to put in the chat, why do you think we need to ask for their cell phone? And then I have this question is, what is your goal with being a part of the community? And this is a multiple choice question. It says, I want to be on more, I want to, oh, this ain't even correct. It says, I want to, let me update that chair. I want to speak on more stages, media, podcasts, etc. I want to learn how to turn my book or life experience into more money. I want to be a part of a community of believers. And then I want all three, please. I asked that question because that also allows me to engage who this person is. And if I want to even import those answers into my CRM, I can. Now, this is a little bit more advanced. I'm not going to get into all of that. But let's just say, for example, you have some people that say, I just want to speak on more stages. Cool. I could then have them broken off into a separate series of emails of getting booked so that I can also pitch them my visibility program because that's my premium package, right? Or if they say, I just want to learn how to turn my book into more money, cool. I could then maybe have a separate series of emails for that. And then if you got someone that says, I just want to be a part of a community of believers, great. I might even message them and say, hey, listen, would love for you to be a part of our morning devotional. And could you host it? Right. So there's all kind of things that you can do when you're asking these questions. Let me see if y'all answered the question on the phone number. Yes, so that I can text or call them, right? I want to be able to text and call my leads, not only email. And another thing that I will tell you guys with HighLevel, and this is for every CRM. First of all, the reason why I also love using HighLevel is because it allows you to create your own custom domain when sending out emails, which also means that you are in control. When you use a CRM like a, let's just say, Active Campaign, and they don't allow you to create your own custom domain, what happens is that all the members that are Active Campaign members are all sending emails under that IP address or under that domain that is connected, right? I hope this makes sense. Now you're able to put in the from email, you could put your email, but through the IP, it's going to go out through theirs. So let's just say they end up having 10 people that are members in Active Campaign. Let's just say they only have 10. And out of those 10, 7 of them, all of us, not even say, it could be 3 of them decide that they want to import a whole lot of leads that did not opt into their email list. They might import 1,000 leads per person. And these are people who have never said, yes, I want to be on your list. And you've got all these people that are opting out, opting out, opting out, opting out, opting out. What happens is now Active Campaign could be flagged and your emails will not be in people's inboxes. It's going to automatically go to spam. Now, if you are a HighLevel user and you are noticing right now that your emails are not going into people's inboxes and going into spam, there are services that you can use to help warm up your email. But the blessing is that you are 100% in control. If it's a brand new email or you need to warm it up, you do have to warm up your email. And that can be a little bit of a process. So like if you're getting a brand new email, like you just signed up with HighLevel, and let's say you already have a list of 10,000 people, I would highly recommend do not send an email to 10,000 people at one time. It's another conversation. You need to warm them up. You need to maybe send out, a 500 at a time, but also text them and say, listen, we're using a new CRM. Please, if you can go to your spam right now, open up and reply to the email so that we know that you're starting to get those emails. And if you do that, I'm going to send you a gift, like stuff like that, right? So we're not going to get on to all of that, but you want to ask for these details, y'all, right? Because when you ask for those details, I'm going to show you how we're going to connect it. It will then automatically add them to the CRM. So again, and by the way, if you guys are not a part of our community and you want to join, you can join our community for the free by going to bookprofitsclub.com. Join Book Profits Club. So let me show you guys the phase of what you need to do so that you can actually connect and actually have your stuff rocking and rolling. So again, you actually have to be a pro member, right? And so what you're going to do is once you upgrade, you're going to see down here, there's so many additional things you can add in, like an onboarding video. Now they do have like a standard onboarding video that I just have in here right now. And so when someone joins your community, it's going to tell you, hey, finish this step, finish this step, finish this step. And I just have the standard, but I'm actually going to create my own custom onboarding video so it can get people to plug in the way that we want them to plug in, right? But where we need to go is what's called this Zapier integration. The Zapier integration. Zapier is a tool that will allow you to be able to connect to other tools. And so you want to make sure, guys, that you go and set up a Zapier account. Okay. The way that you're going to do that is you're going to go to the website, Zapier. Now, some people say Zapier, chat, say all it, whatever, right? Zap it. And so this is what it looks like. Let me log out so you can see what it looks like when you're not logged in. You can log in. You can actually try it for free. It's not a very expensive monthly fee. Um, oh well, it might be. Hold up, year monthly. Let's see. I don't even know if I'm paying the professional right now. I'm not sure. I'll double check when I log in. But you are able to start with it for free, right? You can connect with free. And so you see, it allows you to connect up to 100 tasks per month for free. So just getting started, start off with the free account. Once you start getting more people that you're getting more zaps, then you can upgrade, okay? So we're going to go ahead and log into our Zapier account. And what we're going to do is we need to create what is called a connection, right? And so now this is important to also note that before you create your connection, you also need to have an automation in your CRM setup. So let me show you what that looks like as well. So I'm going to go over here to the BPC system and I'm going to log in and we're going to go to automation. I'm going to actually add a couple of things to the automation so you can see. But I want you guys to be able to kind of just get an idea of what's possible because there's so much that you can do with the automation. Now, for those who are not techie, this is why your VA needs to be watching this video right now. You need to make sure that your VA is plugged into every Wednesday training. By the way, how do you add your VA to Skool? You just give them your affiliate link or just give them the link. It doesn't matter. They don't need to be premium or VIP to get access to this training. So if you want to make sure that your VA is plugged into the Wednesday training, you just send them the link, Book Profits Club, join the community. And then what I want you to do is you're going to go here to calendar. When you go to calendar on Wednesday, you're going to see the Wednesday training. You're going to go ahead and click on that. And I want you to add that to your Google Calendar so that every Wednesday you do not miss the Wednesday CRM trainings. Does that make sense, everybody? Type 1 in the chat. So it's free. The membership is free. Just simply have them. And we do this training for free and we stream it on all the platforms. But the cool thing is that if they're a VA and they have any additional questions, then they'll be able to message our support team right here in the Skool community, which, by the way, that's another reason why I like Skool over utilizing Facebook groups now, is because you can go straight to the members directory and send messages directly to the members, and we can have our support in there. So you can message support and everything. So, anyways, oh Lord, I closed out the thing. All right. Okay, Mary's still with us. Awesome. Okay, so now what I want to do, guys, is I am going to, Bertha says she's got it. Okay, great. I am going to log into the BPC system. I'm going to show you the CRM that I have created that actually is connected. So when anybody joins the community, they get access. So we're going to go here to Book Profits Club. And as you can see, this is the automation. It is called Welcome to BPC 2026. Welcome to BPC 2026. Also, let me just put this disclaimer. If you are not using a BPC system, aka HighLevel sub account, it does not come with free support. So let's just say you're using HighLevel with somebody else or you signed up separately, you would not get free support. Only to those who actually are using our software do we provide the support, and support is limited. Support does not mean this is your VA, okay? We'll talk more about that down the line. So, anyways, welcome to BPC. So, what I have is when someone is a new member, right? Or if we add this tag. So, I don't have that like this. This is called a trigger. And so, I don't have a trigger necessarily for when someone joins Skool because Skool is not integrated into HighLevel. So, I just created this BPC community member because that's the tag that we're going to add when someone joins the community. But this is not like necessarily connected to when someone joins Skool yet. Okay. I'll show you how to do that connection. And so, first things first is when they join, they get a text message that says, "Welcome to Book Profits Club. Please check your email." So, this is another great way of what helps me to warm up this email address because I had to create a whole new email address when we rebuilt this community. Okay. So it says, please check your email if you are if you are using Gmail, please check spam or promotions folder and mark our email as priority so you don't miss important emails about BPC and opportunities. So that's the first text message that goes out. Then they're going to get an email. And so the email, it says welcome, and then it goes through some things of what they need to do, like first go here, et cetera, right? So they're going to get their first email. Now, what I love about our software is that you can also go over here in statistics and I can see who's actually opened up the email so far. And as you can see, only 20% of the people have opened it, right? So we got to make sure that we figure out, okay, we got to make sure that everybody's opening up that brand new email when they join. We don't want them to miss it. So I have something in here that I've created, but then it's going to book an appointment. Now I do got to fix this because I think it was booking it for the wrong time. Yes, it is. So I have it set to book an appointment where it's going to actually book them an appointment for our actually 1:00, where they're going to be booked for the Friday members onboarding. So now I have it, so it's going to send them a calendar invite to say, hey, the Friday members onboarding. And I had to create a separate calendar. I'm not going to go into details. I just want y'all to know what's available so you can tell your VA or you can go in and figure it out. But I wanted to book an appointment so it can add to their calendar and say, hey, Friday, we've got onboarding with Nishika Melton. Okay. And so this is powerful. Then I have it waiting for until they open the email. Well, it's gonna wait that they open the email. So this is like a feature that you can add to check to see if they actually check the email, right? And then what it's going to do is it's going to see if they open the email and it's going to wait a day. It's going to give them 24 hours. So I say wait 1 day. Then now I'm going to move this up here though. Because remember, these are people that are joining in from the community. So I wanted to also add this tag of BPC community member, right? Because when I start sending out messages to my members, I want to make sure I can find them easily. So it's going to add that tag, right? Now, let me just delete this. Y'all ignore this real quick. Delete. Now, what I have here is called a condition. And what it's going to do is it's going to check to see if these people who have joined open the email. And if they did not open the email, it's going to text them again. And I'm going to say, you didn't open our welcome email. Does anybody want to guess why I'm doing that? So I can literally, do y'all know you can do that? In your CRM, you can send a message to anyone who did not open your email. You can send a message. Let's say that you send out a video that's 15 minutes long to your community, and you want to then send a message to people who did not watch the full 15 minutes. Maybe they only watched 2 minutes of the video. Well, you can message them too. There's so much you can do with the CRM, y'all. And so I'm sending them this because, again, my intention is to get them plugged in. So they joined. I didn't force them to join. They joined on their own will. So guess what? I need for them to please open up their email. It also helps me so that then that they don't get marked in the spam. So right now, those people have not been added. But as you can see, I do have one person who did open the email. Remember, it was 20%. So it's probably going to be another person that's going to go over here. But if they don't open their email between now and within the next amount of time, those 8 people are going to go over here. And it's going to say, listen, you ain't open your email. What's up? I might even have it to where it does it again. You still not opening your email. I really need for you to check your email. Is everybody with me on that? And so now that I have this person that has opened their email, guess what? I can also start doing some additional stuff. So here's one little thing that I'm going to do while I'm with you guys. I'm going to create a voice recording and let them know about the onboarding meeting on Friday, right? So I'm going to go to this website called Online Voice Recorder, and I'm going to create a short 30-second video. Watch this. Hey, what's going on, brand new BPC family member? Listen, this is Taria Avant. I just wanted to send you a voicemail to remind you about our Friday new members onboarding meeting at 1 p.m. Our very own Nishika is going to be hosting this, and so you want to make sure you don't miss it. Log into Skool, click on calendars, go to Friday, and you'll see where you can actually join. And don't worry, if you can't make it live, still add it to your calendar so you can get the replay. Other than that, please make sure you're checking your emails. Please make sure you're logging into Skool, and welcome to the family. Boom. So I just recorded that video. Now I'm going to click save. And guess what I'm going to do, y'all? I'm going to go over here to the BPC system, and I am going to then, because I have this waiting for one day, I'm then going to add this, and I'm going to put voice. Look, voicemail. Boom. Upload from scratch. And now I'm going to send them a voicemail. So that means that this person, now what it's doing is it's actually transcribing and everything. So, hey, what's going on? Brand new. And so now I click save, and now they're going to get a call from my dedicated number, and it's going to leave a voicemail. And then I'm just going to wait for like a little while, because, you know, that was like a 30-second video. So I don't want to text them right away. So I'm going to have it wait for about let me see. Can I do, oh, yep, I can do seconds. I'm going to wait for 40 seconds. And I'm then going to, by the way, let me say, wait 40 seconds. I like to update the action name so I can see like what this is. Wait one day, right? And so then I'm going to say, welcome with Taria, all right? Boom. And then I'm going to send the text message. So I'm going to send an SMS, and that says, it's going to be short. Hey, first name, I just left you a voicemail, Taria. Boom. Now I'm going to click save. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait another day, right? I'm going to wait, and I'm going to say for a specific amount of time. I'm going to say for one day. And then I want to create another email, right? So I want to create another email. And so then I'm going to go here to emails. Now, the cool thing is that you can then create all these emails as you're growing. And so I'm going to say now this is technically day 3 of being in B Book Profits Club. And so I'm going to say, hey there, right? And I'm just going to create an email. So, hey, first name, listen, so excited to have you a part of the Book BPC family. I just wanted to ask you, what do you need help with right now? Please go into Skool and send me a direct message there, and let's chat. Right? And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Skool and get what my Skool profile link, right? So profile, here's my Skool profile link. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to say here in the community, I'm going to say click here, and it will take you to my profile, right? Profile, where you can then send me a message. I look forward to hearing from you, Taria. Very short, right? So now I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to paste that link in there. Why am I doing this? Does anybody want to guess? Why am I telling them to send me a message in the Skool community, right? Anybody want to guess? Also, look, I can even track links. So I can track if this person actually opened it. I'm going to go ahead and click save and click save. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait again for another day. And then the next day, I'm going to send them something else about just to get acclimated, right? Does anybody want to guess? So now you see, there's so much that I can do here, right? I could even then, let's say they've now been plugged in for a couple days. I want to assign a sales agent to them, or it could be a customer service welcome agent to them to call them. And so I could literally say, you know what? I wanted to call this person. Okay. And so this is the little whisper thing. It says, this is Book Profits Club calling you with an important message. Please wait while we connect you to a team member. Boom. Now what I can do is I can actually have this to call a specific number. Now, the thing is you're able to assign what number you want it to do. And so you see it says call timeout. So like if they call the person and it then calls you, it may time out, but you have to actually identify what number you wanted to call from. When you identify what number, you also can assign that number to a specific person. So let's just say I want to have it to call me. I can assign it to the number that is assigned to my phone number, because you can take, y'all know that you can forward your HighLevel numbers to your cell phone. And so let's just say I want it to come to me, or let's just say I have a sales agent and I want them to be able to be available every day at the hour of 12 to 2, and I'm going to have the software to call them. So I'm not going to do that for this particular one, but isn't that pretty cool, you guys? And so there's so much that you can do. If you scroll over here, guys, there's so much. You can literally go into, okay, here's some communication things. If you maybe like maybe you have their Instagram, you can message them on Instagram. Maybe they're in another country. You want a WhatsApp message, or maybe like how we do, we have a WhatsApp community or WhatsApp chat for our elite members. I could then go ahead and send them a WhatsApp message right here and say, hey, have you joined the elite chat yet? Look, I can book an appointment. I can log calls. I can do all type of stuff, y'all. And so there's so much that you can do. You just want to go in here and look at these different things, create opportunity. You can send them an invoice, right? Maybe you want to invite them to upgrade. You could then go ahead and say, listen, here's a one-time opportunity for you to upgrade at a discounted rate. Boom. Right? So a lot that you can do with this, but you want to now add. And so now it allows you to have better control over communication with all your new members. And so how do we connect it? Very simple. We're going to go over here into the Zapier. And what we're going to do is you're literally going to, now you can use this AI feature, which I've never done it yet. You can literally go right here to where it says Zap, and you can create your Zap. Now you're going to title it, right? So I'm going to title it, let's just call this Skool Connected to BPC System or HighLevel, whatever you want to call it, right? And so the first thing is I want to do the first action where if somebody joins my Skool community, I wanted then to add them to the CRM. So I can go in here and search Skool. Now, before we had any of these automated AI features, y'all, we've been using Zap. Okay. I've probably been using Zapier for over 10 plus years, 15 years, maybe. I don't know. So you see, I click on Skool. Now I'm already connected to this Skool account. So what I would do, let me just show you guys. You have to add your account. So let's just say I was creating a new one. I'm going to click on connect new account. And it's going to ask for my Skool API key as well as the link. The way you get your API key, let's go back over to Skool. We're going to go over here to click on our profile, our business, like our community name, click settings, and then it's going to take you to plugins. When you scroll down here to the Zapier, now remember, you have to upgrade to Pro. When you click on here, it's going to give you your API key. You just simply copy this. It's hidden right now. And then you would go in and paste that on the line that says API key. I'm not going to paste it because I don't want it to reveal it. So you would paste it right here. Then you need to have your group URL. Then the way you find that is going back over here. We're going to close off of here. Here is my group URL. It is this link right here. Skool.com/, your username or whatever. And ours is visibility into profits. Now, to create your URL as well, you can go over here to, now again, you have to upgrade to pro for this. And so let me see. Is it going to be under? Is it under that? No, it's not under dashboard. Hold on, y'all, because this one I can't even remember. Oh, here we go. Under. No, that's not it. Oh, I'm tripping. It's right here under general. And so this is how you can create. So you can, if you want to add your own custom, you go here to Skool to the under general tab and you add it. And so then you need to paste that in. So I'm not going to paste this whole line. I'm just going to paste the one that says skool.com/ whatever your name is. And then what we want to do is we're going to go over here and you're going to paste just your username into here, right? So that is it. And then your API, boom, you click connect. You are automatically connected to your Skool community. So now once you create and connect to the Skool community, you're going to trigger an event. What I want to do is I want anybody who answered the member questions. You see that? So I wanted to get to anyone who answered my member questions and click continue. Now what it's going to do, guys, is it's going to actually now go in to see, and it only is going to work if you actually have someone who has completed the questions. So it's going to go in and find the latest people who have requested to join your community. So that's what it's doing. It's seeing who has answered the questions. It's thinking, it's thinking, it's thinking. Now, once it does that, we're then going to select one of the names that it'll pull up to add to our CRM. So I'm just waiting on it to find it. Does anybody have any questions? I'm still going to try to fit in and show you guys. You're correct. Yep. Remind them so they can get engaged. Absolutely, guys. Yes, yes. Y'all are on it. On top of it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Let's go back over here. It's taking a sweet little time, Chad. Come on here. All right. Normally it doesn't take this long. I don't know why it's taking so long. It might be because I'm already connected, but let's try and get it refreshed a little bit. So member questions. So continue. Test. Okay, you see? So now it's going to go over here and we're going to do what is called test your trigger. So I'm going to click test trigger. And this, it pulled up 3 different questions. So these are 3 people who have requested to join. So I'm going to go ahead and just select one of them. And now what I want to do is connect it to my CRM. So I am going to put in here lead connector. That's the name that they use to connect to your HighLevel, right? So you click lead connector. And just like how we connected to Skool, you actually have to connect to your lead connector account. So you're going to click on connect new account, and it's going to allow you to straight connect if you are logged in. If you do need assistance with this though, just don't hesitate to ask us. We can help walk you through that process, but I'm not, for the sake of time, can't do all that. But anyway, so you're going to connect to your account. You see, I have mine connected already. And then you want to choose the action event. The event that I want it to do is to add this lead to the workflow. Now, we already created the workflow. We named the workflow. So we're going to go ahead and click continue. And what we're going to do is map the answers to the form so that it automatically adds them. So I'm going to click on workflow ID, which is the name of your workflow. And this one, remember, it's called Welcome to BPC. So here it is right here. But if you don't see it, you can always type in. So welcome to BPC, boom. And now I want to match it. So I know that this is their first name. All right. It's going to help me match with their last name. And then I'm going to use the answers that were submitted for their phone number and email, right? So remember, so here's their first question. It asks for their email. Here's their phone number. Here's their phone number. And then we're going to ask for the email, right? And that's literally all I need. First name, last name, phone number, email, and click continue. Then I'm going to test it. And guess what? Once we test it, boom, you're good to go. You click publish. Your Zapier is now set up. So every single person that joins your Skool community, they are now automatically added to your CRM. Now we connected Tracy, right? So let's go over to the CRM and check to see. Now she already was added because of course I already have my Zapier on. So this was a second one that I created. So if I go to like Zap workflows, you're going to see I already had this one connected. See, school enrollment. So I already had it connected. And so I didn't necessarily need to do it again, right? So I'm just going to delete this just for the purpose of so it's not confusing. And so then I'm going to go over here back to our CRM and we're going to go check to see if it actually added Tracy, right? So all I have to do is I can go over here to enrollment history and I can check to see if Tracy is in here. Look, Tracy Smalls. She was actually added yesterday because she requested to join. So I see Tracy Smalls was added yesterday. Do y'all see that? And so using the same exact setup that I gave you guys, boom, there she is. Pretty cool. All right, final thing is I'm going to show you guys, and then I have a call. I'm already about to be late, but I have a call. And so I want to show you guys how I'm getting people to join my community. So remember, guys, we all have, right, something like our capture page. So this is my capture page where I'm inviting people to a webinar on Sunday, or I can even invite them to just join the community directly. But because my intention is to invite over 250 people to my webinar this Sunday, I'm going to be sending them here. However, then what I'm going to do is I am going to go into my Skool community in order for them to see the webinar. Watch this. They actually have to come here. So watch this. I am going to create a webinar for the 16th. It's going to be called Get Booked, Get Seen, Get Paid webinar. Oh, can't fit the whole thing, right? And then I'll put in my description, get booked. I'll add that in later. That's going to be Sunday, and we're going to do it this Sunday at 6 p.m. And it's going to be an hour and a half. Of course, I'll add my description. I'll add my cover. I let this be available for all members. I don't say all members right here, though. I say members on or above standard and above, right? And I wanted to remind members an email the day before. And so remember, I'm going to add in that design, that cover page. Let me go add that cover page real quick. And watch what I'm going to do. Watch what I'm going to do. Get booked. Let me download this. Oh, I got to update the time. 6 p.m. I've been testing out different times for Sunday night. They say the 2 top days to do webinars, and I have tested and also seen major results, are Thursdays and Sundays. And so I am testing out Sundays. I tested initially Sunday at 7:30, but I find that I think it's a little bit too late. So I'm going to go up at 6 o'clock. So let me add that in real quick, guys. If you have any questions, though, please drop. Otherwise, I will be logging right off because I do have a call that is now supposed to be starting in a minute. So anyway, so I'm gonna add this in. So boom, you see, I added in the thing, and then I can add in as well. Hold on, because I do have a previous description because I do it every Sunday. So where is my last Sunday description? Boom. Let's see. Do I have it over here? Oh no, I didn't put it over here. I only put it on Skool, I think. That's okay. Let me go to Skool. Let me go back to Skool. And we're going to click add. And then I could just go to a previous one. There you go. And click edit. I'm just going to always use the same description. And then we're going to go here to this one we just did for 6 p.m. Boom. And then I'm going to change the location to be a Skool webinar. Right? Well, you could do Skool call or webinar. Actually, I'm going to do Skool call. I'm going to test this out. The difference is that Skool call allows people to unmute themselves and be on camera. Webinar, you have to invite them. So I'm going to click save, right? I'm going to click save. And so now I have this, and watch, I can click on this link, copy, and this can be my link I send to people, but they have to join the community. So let me open up an incognito window so you can see what it would look like. Share the tab. Here we go. So you see, it's going to require for them to actually join the community when I give them this link. So now, guess what? They can join the group and they can join for the free ski. All they got to do is put in this information. It's going to ask, yes, it is taking them through more process. But guess what? I'd rather just be able to get someone who really wants it, right? So this is a way of how you can actually test it out. And what you can do is offer an incentive. So like, you know what I'm saying? So they're going to get several emails that's going to remind them that, hey, listen, you registered for this webinar. It's coming up. So make sure you join. Don't forget, da 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 da. And so they're going to join in. And so I'm testing it out. I'll let y'all know how that goes. But anyway, so what I do is I send them again to my capture page. So guess what? Even if they don't necessarily join in, I still have collected their name, email, and phone number. But in order for them to watch it, I'm going to require for them to log into Skool to watch the webinar. Or if you want to give them a PDF, what I have also done is I tested this out for another event. Instead of them having, of course, to get a webinar, I said, listen, we're going to give you a $300 hotel voucher. And I had it for Deshonda's conference. So what I did was I had Deshonda to give me her affiliate link, and I made everybody that wanted this voucher, they had to join in. And I did not make this voucher available for just everyone. I have to manually give you guys access to this particular one. So you see, I have it literally, yep, I have it set up for buy now. So the only people who can access this voucher, I have to manually give them access to the voucher. So now every single person that Deshonda came from her link, I said, listen, here's the steps. Number one, join the community. Number two, send me a message and say, please send me the voucher. And then I'm able to literally change their name. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that for everybody right now. If y'all want access to the voucher, everybody watching, I want you to send me a message in the Skool community and say, can you give me the link to the voucher just so you can see how it works? And then I can do it. Now, how am I going to get people to join? Watch this. Watch me work. Just watch me work. I'm going to use Facebook, but I'm going to use all of them. Okay, so I'm going to go to Facebook. I got some friend requests. Friend requests. And we're going to accept a couple of these requests. I only like to accept requests with, like if, it got to look like, you know what I'm saying, like real person, right? So I'm going to accept these couple ones. So then I'm going to go to my Facebook and I'm going to go to my friends and I'm going to go to recently added. And I'm literally going to send them a message that says something like this. Hey, Jason, thanks for being my new FB friend. By the way, what are you doing this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? You see how, listen, I'm straight inviting them. This is how I invite people to my workshops and conferences. Hello, especially the free ones. The free ski? Oh, yeah. Nicole, even the paid. This is what you're getting. Thanks for being my Facebook friend. Everybody get this smoke. And so, boom, copy, paste. And guess what? My goal is to get 5 people to say yes per day. 5 people. So this is, and that's in combined with like sending messages on other platforms. That's what combined with getting people on with my live broadcast, podcast, like 5 people per day. That's 150 new leads per month. Hey, Dana. You see, this is it. Somebody messaged me. I'm straight in there for the gung ho. Hey, Lantrez. I messaged them back in July, so last month. That's okay. They gonna get the smoke again because they ain't respond. That's fine. I'm gonna send some way. Hey, Umi. Do y'all see this? Like, this is how we slide into DMs, y'all. I'm telling you, even when I'm running ads, guess what? This is still another way. Now, the cool thing is that once you start learning how to like respond back, you find that it's pretty much the same conversation. This is when you then hire your VA to do it for you, even if you just hire a VA to send the initial message. Because even though I would tell like my VA, this is what you want to send back and forth, sometimes people ask different questions. So I might tell my VA, listen, I just want you to go in and send out 30 messages a day for me. And then I will go back in later on in the evening and respond, because I want to make sure that whatever they, whatever the response is going to lead them to the next step, which is I want them to register for this webinar. If they can't register, if they're not available, then the next phase would be, hey, I'd love to invite you to the community, right? Boom, they can't. Oh, I'm not free. Okay, no problem. Well, I have a community where we do the webinar, do other presentations. Can I invite you to join the community? Sure. And if you could, once you join, just send me a message, and I want to give you a gift once you join. It could be your free checklist. Like, send me a message. I'll give you a free gift when you join. It could be your assessment, right? Hey, Leroy, y'all see this? It's like so easy to do this, y'all. And guess what? Everybody get the smoke. I don't care, right? Okay. Everybody get the smoke. So I will send out those messages first thing in the morning, and then later in the evening I go back to see, right? I go back to see if somebody has responded back. Now I can see Gino looked at it, and then I can also see Leroy looked at it. And so if Leroy and Gino, if they don't respond, they might get removed from my friends list, right? Because I'm really not trying to have a whole lot of people on my list if they not responding. Please make sure you. Or I could even do like this. Hey, I see you saw it. Please be sure to hit me back, right? Why? Because I will remove you as my friend. I am on Facebook building business. So if you're not going to communicate, there's no need for you to be on my friends list. Let's go. Right? That is what I do. Very simple, y'all. Super duper easy. You can do that every single day. You can invite people. And then guess what? Now they get the link. They're going to join the community. They're going to be a part of it. Now, there are other ways as well, guys, to send, to use Zapier on an opposite end. So I'll show you that real quick. I gotta go. No, I do gotta go. But let me show y'all this. So watch this. Let's say you want to take someone who is subscribed to your form. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time because I actually have to create a pipeline. Yeah, I'm not going to have the time. I'll have to do that another day, y'all. Because y'all can't even see the screen. Lord, okay. But anywho, y'all didn't even see the screen. I'm gonna to have somebody on the sideline WhatsApp messaging me like, girl, we can't see the screen. Okay, well, anyways, I just sent that message out to several people, y'all. And I'm telling you, let me just make sure I share the screen again. And right here in my inbox message, you'll see I sent it all to these people, y'all. Look, all to my friends. So I go here to my page, I go to my friends, I go to recently added, and everybody, I just hover over their name, they all got the same message, guys. They all got the same message. And my intention is to get a response. I want to get a response. If I don't get a response, then guess what? Look, he's responding back. See? Hey, Gino, thanks for being my FB friend. By the way, what are you doing this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Y'all see that? And I noticed that he saw it. And hey, I see you saw it. Please be sure to hit me back. So now what is Gino doing? Gino is responding. I've been a friend of yours. When Facebook went down, I forgot the password. You had left Houston. So are you back in the city? No, I'm not. But are you free this Sunday? Oh, nice. And let me respond to what he said. Oh, nice. Well, welcome back. No, I'm not in Houston. But are you free this Sunday? Right? Boom. And so I'm just creating simple conversation because guess what? I want to invite him to the webinar. Does that make sense, everybody? So anyway, so that's it for the day. I pray that this brought you some value, guys. Make sure you plug in. Oh, I still didn't share the screen. Lord Jesus. Okay, I'm going to make a shorter version of this and I'm going to add it to the YouTube since I kept messing up the screen share. But I'll make a shorter version just so that you guys can see. Connect it, invite, right? But hopefully just by listening to the sound of my voice, it was making some sense to you guys. And so, yeah, we'll just make sure to get you right. Okay, y'all. Well, that's it. That's all. You guys have a blessed day. If you have not joined the community, make sure you do. Also, guys, please stop missing our meetings. Monday. Some of y'all are not on the Monday night meetings. And let me tell you why you don't want to miss them. Because we are starting a 90-day blitz September the 1st. 90 days to 10K per month, week or date. And there's no cost for this. All you have to be is a premium member, premium or VIP member. You join us on the Monday night calls. We're going to work together, hold each other accountable, and make some things happen. All right, y'all. God bless. Bye for now. Bye bye.